Good morning, grade 7 with you, Mr. Samir Awad. We are going today to get our lesson 4 from chapter 1. It's about wetlands environment. And here we are going to start our video today about part 1, which is talking about what are wetlands. And the second part, inshallah, will be about why are wetlands important. Let's start by the first part. Yeah, so in the beginning, we have to ask ourselves the first question, yeah, what are wetlands? So if you imagine coming home from a long trip only to find that your house has been replaced by a parking lot, or millions of migrating birds have had a similar experience when they try to return to wetland. Wetland here, guys, it's land area that is covered with shallow water of shallow layer of water, and during some or all of the year, sometimes it's clear and sometimes it's dry. So human actions have destroyed many wetlands because about the actions of the human in order to get the you know benefits from it without caring about the wildlife. But now people are beginning to understand the importance of wetlands to wildlife and to the people themselves. Wetlands helps control floods come from the streams and provide habitat for many species of animals and plants too, and some types of bacteria and microorganisms too. They form in places where wet water is trapped in low areas of where groundwater seep to surface. So wetlands may be as small as roadside ditch or cover as much area as a state. It might be, a little bit like a canal, or it can be like a whole city. Some wetlands fill up during spring rains, so it depends on rains, not underground water, and the other only dry up during long hot summer. So when you get long hot summer, it evaporates most of the water, so it's causing drought. Others are covered with water year round, so it's getting to be all over the year wet, and a lot of water are there, but in a shallow layer of water. And that's example, guys, here. Mangrove forests, you will get it here as a coastal wetland, and we'll get here red nature park in this area will get rivers and canals, and we'll get also this part of wetland here. So what are the types of wetlands? We have freshwater wetlands like marshes, swamps, and bogs. And on the other side, we have coastal water, yeah, or coastal water wetlands here, or we can say directly coastal wetlands. So it's getting to get, salt marshes and mangroves too. Freshwater wetlands, in the beginning, we have to know the three types, marsh, swamps, and bogs. And wetlands here are quite different from each other. First of all, marshes. And the marshes are usually grassy area covered by shallow water or streams. They teem with cattle and other tall grass-like plants. So mostly they are grass-like plants. They are not getting any types of trees there. And that's example for the marsh. We will get a lot of grass here, and we'll get some animals. Secondly, will be swamps. In the swamps here, look more flood forests. It's like a lot of trees getting a flood coming from a river or something like that. So also we'll get some shrubs, which is small trees sprouting or growing up from the water. And many swamps are located in warm, humid climate where trees grow quickly. For example, we'll get that in some places like in tropical forests and in South America. You can get it also in Africa, and you can get all swamps also in uh, Asia. That's like you can see, it's like floating come here with the water and start to submerge this forest here. A lot of trees you will see it, and shrubs are coming to grow up from the water. Third one will be, and last one for the freshwater wetlands will be bogs. And the bogs are more common in cooler northern areas, are often formed in depressions left by pieces of melting ice sheets thousands of years ago, like in the ice age. They start to melt, and after that they make the bogs. And the water in bogs tends to be acidic. It means like you are getting some lemon or some vinegar and put it on the water. So that is called acidic, guys. And mosses thrive in these conditions. And mosses here will get it like, you know, start to grow up in this condition. And the mosses here, guys, may form thick mats that cover the area of the shallow water. So we'll get a lot of, little grass start to cover this area of the thick mats of mosses getting water. This in bogs here will get, thick area of mosses start to cover on the water here. Yeah. Second type of wetlands here is the coastal wetlands. And the coastal wetlands here are usually along the coast, and both fresh and salt water are there in this coastal part. And the coastal wetlands include salt marshes and mangrove forests. So salt marshes are found along the east and the west coast of the United States, and you will get in salt marshes, grasses grow in rich mud. Like we'll see here, yeah, the grass start to grow in mud here by the coast of the sea here or of the ocean. And also we get mangrove, and mangrove forests are found along the southern coast of the United States. In these forests, short mangrove trees have thick angled roots start to grow in this area. Like we'll see guys here. That's exactly mangroves. It's getting like forest here or a compound of trees getting together. Thank you for listening, guys. Be safe at home and start to keep well, realize in order to get your assignment there. Will you miss us? Bye bye. Good luck.